You are not tired because life is hard. You are tired because life has become too easy in all the wrong ways. Modern convenience isn't a luxury. It's a biological debt your body is quietly paying with its strength, resilience, and survival capacity. You wake up without an alarm clock that requires effort. Your phone does it for you. You don't walk to get water. It's a few steps away. You don't hunt for food. You tap a screen. You don't even need to think too hard. Algorithms anticipate your desires before you fully feel them. This is the peak of human progress. And yet, something is quietly breaking. Your energy is lower. Your focus is fractured. Your body feels weaker, softer, more fragile than it should. Anxiety creeps in where survival instincts once thrived. Motivation feels like a battle against gravity itself. We were promised that convenience would free us. So why does it feel like it's imprisoning us? Because every shortcut you take isn't just saving time, it's quietly extracting a cost. Not immediately, not dramatically, but slowly, systematically. You are accumulating what can only be described as evolutionary debt, a debt your body is now being forced to repay with interest. And the worst part, you don't even realize you're in debt.
To understand what's happening to you, you need to go back, far before cities, before machines, before comfort became the default. Your body was designed in a world of uncertainty. Food wasn't guaranteed. Movement wasn't optional. Survival required bursts of intense effort, followed by recovery. Your ancestors walked miles, climbed, carried, endured hunger, cold, and risk. And because of that, their bodies adapted. Efficiency became survival. Your brain evolved to conserve energy at all costs. Your body learned to store calories, avoid unnecessary exertion, and resist discomfort unless absolutely necessary. This was not a flaw. It was a masterpiece of survival engineering. But evolution moves slowly. Technology doesn't. Now you live in a world where calories are abundant, movement is optional, and discomfort is avoidable at nearly every turn. Your instincts, the same ones that once kept you alive, are now being exploited by your environment. You crave rest when you don't need it. You avoid effort when it's essential. You choose ease when growth demands resistance. This is the mismatch, and your body is losing the fight.
Convenience doesn't feel dangerous. It feels deserved. After all, why struggle when you don't have to? Why walk when you can ride? Why cook when you can order? Why endure boredom when entertainment is endless? Convenience whispers a simple promise. Life should be easier than this. And in many ways, it's right. Modern tools have removed unnecessary suffering. They've given us time, access, and possibilities our ancestors could never imagine. But here's the hidden problem. Convenience doesn't just remove friction, it removes necessary resistance. And without resistance, systems degrade. Muscles weaken when unused. Metabolism slows when unstimulated. Focus collapses when constantly interrupted. Emotional resilience erodes when discomfort is avoided. You weren't meant to live frictionless. You were meant to engage with challenge. Because challenge isn't an obstacle to life. It's the mechanism that sustains it. And every time you bypass it, you don't just make life easier, you make yourself weaker.
Look at the modern body. It moves less, stores more, and tires faster. Sedentary lifestyles have become the norm, not because we chose weakness, but because we engineered it into our environment. Chairs replaced movement. Screens replaced exploration. Processed food replaced nourishment. The result? An explosion of metabolic dysfunction. Your body, designed to process intermittent scarcity, is now drowning in constant surplus. Blood sugar spikes, energy crashes, fat accumulates. Not because your body is broken, but because it's responding exactly as it was designed to, just in the wrong environment. Even your posture tells the story. Forward head, rounded shoulders, tight hips, weak core. This isn't random deterioration. It's adaptation to inactivity. Your body is always adapting, just not in your favor. And here's the brutal truth. Convenience hasn't just made life easier. It has removed the very conditions that kept your body functional. You didn't evolve to sit. You didn't evolve to scroll. You didn't evolve to consume endlessly. And now your biology is sending signals: fatigue, pain, stiffness, not as failures, but as warnings.
The damage doesn't stop at the body. It extends into your mind. Convenience doesn't just eliminate physical effort. It removes psychological challenge. And without challenge, your tolerance for discomfort shrinks. Small tasks begin to feel overwhelming. Social interactions become draining. Uncertainty feels unbearable. This is how modern anxiety quietly grows. Not always from trauma, not always from deep conflict, but from underexposure to difficulty. When you consistently choose the easier path, your brain recalibrates what hard means. Things that once would have been normal, starting a conversation, trying something new, facing rejection, now feel like threats. Avoidance becomes your coping mechanism. But avoidance has a side effect. It makes everything you avoid feel bigger the next time. The world doesn't get harder. You just become less equipped to face it. And slowly, your life begins to shrink, not because of external limits, but because your internal capacity is eroding. Convenience promised comfort, but it delivered fragility.
There's a deeper layer to this. Convenience doesn't just make things easier, it makes them feel safer. You stay home instead of going out. You text instead of speaking. You scroll instead of engaging. Each choice feels like protection. But safety, when overused, becomes a trap. Because the more you avoid discomfort, the more sensitive you become to it. The less you expose yourself to uncertainty, the more threatening it feels. What begins as comfort becomes dependency, and dependency becomes limitation. This is the paradox. The systems designed to protect you are the same ones making you vulnerable. Your ancestors didn't survive by avoiding discomfort entirely. They survived by balancing rest with risk, safety with challenge, conservation with action. You, on the other hand, are being pulled toward one extreme: constant ease. And in that ease, something essential is being lost: your ability to adapt. Every system operates on balance. When you take more than you give, a debt forms. Convenience allows you to withdraw constantly. Less movement, less effort, less resistance. But your biology still expects deposits: effort, stress, challenge, discomfort. Without them, the system destabilizes, and eventually the debt must be paid. It shows up as fatigue that sleep doesn't fix, weight that won't shift, anxiety without a clear cause, a body that feels older than it should. This isn't random. It's the accumulated cost of a life that's been too easy in the wrong ways. You can't cheat biology indefinitely. You can only delay the consequences. And the longer you delay them, the more aggressive they become. The modern world has given you incredible advantages, but it has also removed the very pressures that kept you strong. Now, the responsibility falls back on you, not to reject convenience entirely, but to stop letting it define how you live.
The solution isn't to abandon modern life. It's to reintroduce what it removed: deliberate discomfort, not as punishment, but as restoration.
Move when you don't have to. Walk when it's inconvenient. Train your body beyond comfort. Seek challenges that don't have immediate rewards. Because discomfort is not the enemy. It's the signal your body understands. It's the language of adaptation. When you expose yourself to controlled difficulty, something powerful happens. Your body remembers. Your metabolism sharpens. Your mind stabilizes. Your resilience returns. You stop feeling like a passive consumer of life and start becoming an active participant again. This is how you repay the evolutionary debt. Not all at once, but daily. Through small acts of resistance against the path of least effort. Because in a world engineered for ease, the ultimate advantage is this: choosing what is hard.
If this conversation gave you something to think about, a new perspective, or even a small sense of clarity, then this channel is for you. Consider joining this growing community by subscribing and leave a like on the video so more people searching for answers can find these ideas too. Your support keeps these conversations alive. Until the next video, keep reflecting, keep growing, and keep pondering life's journeys.